It's a Monday on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Hope you had a good weekend as we get back into the swing of things. Final few days of March straight ahead. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker. Obviously, we're following some breaking news this morning. There has been a plane crash at LaGuardia Airport in New York. There have been fatalities, people in hospital. We've got the latest coming up immediately. In just seconds, we'll get the latest from New York. Also coming up on the show this morning, we have got gas prices up again. Oh, my God. But you know what? From the Department of It Could Always Be Worse, we could be living in BC where you will not believe what they're paying for gas. Yeah, gas jumped again over the weekend. Flying out of Canada, no problem. Flying out of the U.S., so it's about to get very, very complicated. Starting today, we'll explain why. From the Department of, again, it could always be worse. As long as you're staying in Canada or maybe flying to Europe, you'll be okay. But even flying into the U.S., you'll be okay. Coming home is going to be a bit of a different situation. It's going to be hairy. It's going to be wild. And coming up, in case you missed it over the weekend, the video dropped of Justin Timberlake's DUI arrest. The body cam footage from Justin Timberlake's arrest was published, and we'll watch it together in case you missed it. But first, again, breaking news this morning. If you missed it while you slept, if you were in bed by around 11 o'clock last night at LaGuardia Airport in New York, there was an Air Canada flight that crashed into a fire truck. This is a live shot from New York this morning as the sun comes up. They have closed the airport down at LaGuardia right now. It is closed until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now, as the Air Canada flight was coming into New York, it did land successfully, but immediately following touchdown, as it was rolling down the runway, it hit a fire truck that was trying to service another airplane. There were 72 passengers and 4 crew members from Montreal. We don't know if anyone from Manitoba was on board this flight. The pilot and co-pilot were fatally injured. As the plane was rolling at a very high rate of speed, after landing, it smashed into the fire truck, and it obviously injured passengers. 41 were injured and taken to hospital. 9 are still in the hospital this morning. Our thoughts and prayers are with everybody at Air Canada and everybody affected by this crash. And again, we'll have more details as they become available. But obviously, not the way you want to start the week with news like that. And obviously, there has been some reaction on this side of the border from our government. Transportation Minister saying that Canada is ready to provide full cooperation with the Federal Transportation Safety Board, who are on their way as we speak to the location to begin an immediate investigation into what happened. However, some of the air traffic control audio has been released already. We'll have a little bit of it coming up in the next segment of the show. It is it's something else. I'll tell you. It sounded like that one guy working the tower last night at 11 o'clock local time.
Overnight, New York's LaGuardia Airport closed after an Air Canada Express flight collided with a fire truck on the tarmac.
But there's probably 200 police officers and emergency response vehicles, and that plane is suspended on top of a vehicle.
Stop, truck one. Stop. Stop, truck one. Stop.
Air traffic data shows Air Canada Flight 8646 from Montreal landed at LaGuardia at 11:40 p.m. Sometime shortly after touching down, the plane collided nose first with a fire truck.
Jet 646, I see you collide with a vehicle there. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Images show the plane's nose destroyed. The entire plane tilted up into the air. LaGuardia closing down immediately. The FAA issuing a ground stop for all planes headed to the airport.
Del 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000.
Air traffic controllers scrambling to divert other planes.
LaGuardia Airport is closed at this time. No aircraft in or out.
Moments before the incident, the truck could be heard asking controllers for permission to cross a runway. A controller apparently giving permission.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, crossing 4 at Delta.
Just last year, the FAA allowed airlines to operate fewer flights into New York due to congestion and air traffic control concerns.
And as I said, in the next segment of the show, we'll play for you some of the air traffic control audio, and it's remarkable the job these guys do. There's a reason that not a lot of people go into that line of work. It's incredibly stressful, and even late at night on a Sunday, he was over here. You'll hear it, and then it's just like this United flight. They had like this stink. This is how it all started. There was this terrible stink, and actually people start getting sick on the plane. They pushed back, and the people were getting sick based on the reports coming into the control tower. And they're like, we need to get back to the gate because this smell is horrendous. And as people were getting sick on the plane, they're like, this is like a borderline emergency. People are physically being ill. And they're like, okay, we got to get to, do we need ambulances? Do we need a fire truck? What's going on? And and they couldn't find a gate for this United flight to come back. It was chaos. Anyway, we'll have that. And of course, we'll break in should there be any more information on any Manitobans or anything like that on the flight. Again, crash at New York's LaGuardia Airport, 11 o'clock local time in Manitoba, and 2 fatalities. And we'll follow that as the morning goes on. Sorry we have to start the show on a note like that, but that's how it goes, along with higher gas prices, which is never a fun way to start the show. But anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later. In Australia, they're saying, hey, maybe it's time to work from home again. Other countries are going down to a 4-day work week. Why does this feel familiar to me? We're all going to work from home again. We're all going to work from home. It's too expensive to put gas in my car. So we're all going to work from home again. We're not locked up. No, of course not. We're just all going to work from home. They didn't jump in Brandon yet. They did jump in Winnipeg, 172.9. Good morning. Good morning. Let's fill that car and get on the road. It's time to buy a bike. Welcome aboard, Sunseekers. Hello. Good morning. Let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat and wish a happy Monday and a glorious week. Let's make it great, okay? Let's make it great. Let's do our best to turn the frowns upside down and keep the sunshine going. Oh, crap. Sorry. Let's check weather first. There's got to be something good, Tyler. What's going on that's good in the weather forecast? We've got a little bit of a frosty start to the week. -6, feeling like -11. And, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I had better news in the weather. We are going to have a cold, crappy start to the week. However, the back half of the week, as long as they don't pull the rug out from under us, should be good, especially Friday and Saturday. But as for today, we may see some snow flurries, wet flurries, +3. Now, what we're watching here locally is Wednesday. They're saying anywhere between 1 to 5 centimeters of snow for the Brandon region. Could be more up around Riding Mountain Park. I was stateside on the weekend, and they were talking about us on the forecast, and they were saying like 10+ centimeters. I panicked. Thought, wait, this will probably change. They're like, oof, thank God that clipper's going to stay to the north. I'm like, oh, great. More snow. So we will get it. It's just how much. So prepare for that. It'll come in Tuesday evening and wander through till Wednesday. Again, 1 to 5 centimeters. And again, higher amounts closer to Riding Mountain National Park. Then cold on Thursday, then nicer on Friday and Saturday. Like, seriously. We are well into spring now, and it just doesn't feel like it. Our normal daytime high for this time of year is +2. And we won't get there till at least Saturday. Boy, I've got good news all over, hey? Oh, I'm going to need yesterday's good thing, boy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's get to our good mornings and see who we've got to say good morning to. Let's do it. And we say good morning to Tosh and Polar Bear and Road Reverend, of course. They are our glorious first 3 in this morning. Hello, welcome aboard, welcome. We've gone, and they're talking a lot, taking up some space here. That's okay. We've got Janine in here. Facebook, good morning, Janine. Hello, hope you had a great weekend, guys. Richard's here on Facebook as well. TikTok is struggling to get going this morning. Tosh says, good morning, happy Monday. Let's get things rolling. We can all do it. Let's show Tyler who we are and be part of the daily conversations this week. Way to coach everybody, Tosh. Way to coach them. Cindy's here on Twitch. Zuba Bernice is here too. KD4380 is here. Brian is over on TikTok. There we go. Good morning, Brian. We've got KD4380 on Twitch, and Nick is here too, and Quentin as well. Cindy's been fighting a cold. I hope you're feeling better there, Cindy. That's never any fun. We've got Tracy Roger here as well. We've got Darren over on TikTok. Good morning, Darren. Loretta's here on Facebook. Quentin says it's a sad fact. People will be complaining about flight delays. Well, there's 2 things going on at once, though. Most of the United States has a right to complain about the delays, and that's like 99% of all air travel down there because there is a government shutdown happening. That is also going to be ratcheted up today, which means ICE is coming to the airport, which means it's going to be fun flying out of the United States. Oh, boy, somewhere, somehow, there's a Canadian going, oh, I hope my papers are all in order. Because getting down there is one thing. Getting out of there will be quite the other. When you've got ICE checking passport information, making sure everything is up to date. Your government documents have never been more important than they are right now. Without question. So make sure that you've got everything in order. It's super, super important, boy. I'll tell you. And things are going to be backed up. Oh, my God. Have you seen? Some people are showing up 4 hours before their flight. Guy, I already hate the 2 hours that you got to show up in advance. 4 hours? You've got to be kidding. What are you going to do for 4 hours? I wish there was a device that I could just waste mindlessly 4 hours of my time on and not even see. Oh, I wish there was. That's insanity. Ruby's here this morning. Ruby, hey, good news over at the old meat shop. Hey, that's fantastic. So mid-April, are you going to be back at the new meat shop? That's fantastic news. Patricia Ann is here this morning. Hi, Patricia Ann. Oh, did you all hear the shop got bought? Well, look at that. She's a step ahead of me. Gay is here on TikTok along with Kirsten. Yes, of course we did. Ruby, this is the show where everybody knows everything because we keep everybody in the loop. I know it's a small group of people. I know it's a small group. It looks like a small. There are millions around the world that are tuning in from all corners. They all know about the meat shop. Yes. All right, the question everybody wants to know is, are you going to be back? Everybody wants to see Ruby's smiling face. Oh, Ruby, give me my Ukrainian meatloaf today. Yes, this is how we do it. We need to do our weekend GT. Tosh wants to chomp at the bit. Yes, Tosh, just simmer down. Too much caffeine again. Come on now, simmer down. Too much excitement. Jeff is here on TikTok. Good morning to Cheeto, Blaine, Ethan, Michael, Camille, and Jamal, Malcolm, Warner, Alan Cooley. Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Alan. Good to see you on Facebook. Derek is over on Twitch. Michelle is here on Facebook along with Angela. Hello, Angela. Marion is over on TikTok. Good morning, Marion. Nice to see you. Not yet. I'm in school right now. Business administration and accounting. You're going to run your own meat shop. You're going to have Ruby's, and that'd be a good name for a meat shop. Ruby Red Steak. Oh, God, I had a nice big steak at Longhorn on the weekend. Oh, I got to take the wife out for a fancy meal. Yeah, at the Longhorn. Oh, it was great. We both had beef. It was an amazing occasion. There were birds singing. The angels were singing. I was singing. I was so happy. 2 big steaks. She had wine. I had beer. $90. Yeah, that's how you got to do it. Ron is over on X. Good to see you, Ron. Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy Monday. Martin is over on TikTok, and without further ado, let's get to the good thing because we need it today. We need good things. And if you want some good eats, go to Kuiper's Family Bakery. You know what's coming up? Easter. You know what's awesome at Easter time is raisin bread and fruit breads and all those. But they've got them all the time over at Kuiper's Family Bakery. I bought some raisin or fruit bread last week. It's so good as toast. Oh my God. Fruit. If the kids haven't eaten fruit bread, you got to go into Kuiper's, ask for it. Of course, they've got the most delicious sandwich bread, rye bread, garlic toast. You know it. You love it. The tarts, the cookies, the sweet treats, and more. Kuiper's Family Bakery. Taste the tradition baked into every bite at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner next to Tasties. March Madness continues with our friends at Creasy Hot Tub and Billiards. If you don't want to be taking a vacation, you want to stay close to home, then you know what you could do. You can take your vacation cash and soak it into a jacuzzi hot tub. Why not? March Madness is on 0% financing, means you're not even going to pay any interest charges. And they have got like $8,000 off the 2025 tubs, a great selection. And, of course, they've got those beautiful jacuzzi chairs, too, the massage chairs. Check them out at 2500 Park Avenue. And maybe this Easter you can celebrate the weekend with family in the hot tub, doing a nice little soak. And, of course, the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa. Speaking of a soak, oh, yeah, the Clarso Nordic Spa. Those Thursdays are so popular. Put them on the agenda for this week. $65 on Thursdays, Thursday evening. A chance for you to check out the Clarso Spa and have a social event. There's talking aloud and music playing, and it's 18 plus, so there'll be beverages available for you to purchase and have some fun. That happens on Thursdays, starting at 6 p.m. And, of course, between 6 and 8 p.m. every Wednesday through Sunday, ice bar, hot chocolate, and s'mores. They've got yoga with Shane Chase, the ace up there, and a whole lot more. Check out elkhornresort.mb.ca. Nick says, call it Ruby's Roadhouse. There you go. Nice. All right. So, what was the good things happening over the weekend? What did we have going? Oh, we got news that the Brandon Wheat Kings playoff picture is now set. Nick, of course, is all excited about this. He's ready to rock and roll, and he's got his gas tank filled to go to Verdun. Game 1 of the best-of-7 series between the Wheat Kings and the Calgary Hitmen starts on Friday in Calgary. Again, Victory Plus will have the games, which is awesome. You can watch them on the live stream for free. That's pretty cool. And then they'll play on Sunday. And they'll come back to Manitoba to play on the 31st in Verdun. And then they'll play on the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. However, games 3, 4, and 5 will be played in Verdun instead of Brandon because of the Winter Fair. And then games 6 and 7, if necessary, will be played in Calgary. So there you go. Yesterday's good thing. We can incorporate everything from the entire weekend, of course. I was down at the Skydancer Casino and want to thank the great crew down there. I want to thank the great crew at Skydancer for their amazing hospitality. And what a great concert. The frontmen, we saw the frontmen over the weekend, and they put on such a great show. I can't believe it. It was so great. I got to meet them, and we had to use the official photographer from North Dakota Country Fest to take the picture, actually. So I apologize. I didn't get any video, but I'll tell you, they did send their regards to the Sunseekers and say, hey, thanks a lot for the support. I shook their hands and said, it was so funny. There was this one lady. She was a super fan, and she was super hammered. Oh, it was hilarious. I love you guys. Okay. All right. Okay. Enjoy the show. And it's just like, oh my God. Security's like, hey, come on, ma'am. You know what? Let's just go this way. Let's move along. Let's move along this way. And then she would not go. And then, so they just had to kind of lift her up and kind of move her out. And then we came in. So we look good. We were well behaved. Shook all their hands and said, hey, thank you for the music. I played all your songs on the radio. And they were pretty awesome. The guy from Restless Heart is that's guy on the left, far left. He sounds exactly the same as he did in the 80s. He has still got it. The other guys are still really good. But, I mean, those songs that they did with Restless Heart, goosebumps. Seriously. Absolutely awesome. So that was a great time. Good time. All right. I'm wondering if Tosh did anything on the weekend. Tosh, did you have anything to share? Anything at all? I can't see. I can't see anything from Tosh. I don't know. I'm hoping Tosh doesn't. She's not gotten shy all of a sudden because the other Sunseekers have gotten shy. Oh, wait a second. I got to go back here and find. Oh, okay. There was a lot of swimming and ice cream. Swimming and ice cream. All right, this is the ice cream. Look at this. Ice cream and swimming. There we go. Swimming and ice cream at the Y. Very good. Very good. Nice stuff. I also did a little swimming on the weekend. However, I had worn my shorts and sandals outside because there was no snow in Minot. And then, to my dismay, as Saturday we rolled into town, and I'm like, woohoo, this is fantastic. There's no snow. It's so awesome. Shorts and sandals. Wait a second. The forecast said plus 12, and it's only plus 6. That's okay. Shorts and sandals will work. We go into Target. Tracy, checks out JCPenney, then Target. We come out. There's white flakes falling from the sky. Oh, my God. I'm in shorts and sandals. Next thing you know, it's coming down heavy. We wake up Sunday morning. We had to take her slow. Icy road snow. It It was my fault, so I'm sorry. It was my fault. Everywhere I go, God just wants to torture me. They have been without snow in much of North Dakota for weeks, and then I roll into town, and here comes the Canadian in shorts and sandals bringing the snow. Terrible. Never going to get asked back. So I guess, Nick Adams could, not to be out-screamed. Nick Adams, I thought there was pictures of you eating ice cream, but we've got lots of ice cream. Everybody's having ice cream. That's fantastic. The dip on opening day may even go again tomorrow. Attended the Wheat Kings game on Saturday. 12th night rehearsal last night. Needless to say, it was a busy weekend. Good job, Nick Adams. Good job. Michelle's GT from the weekend. Productive weekend. Did some thrift shopping, crafting, and sewing. Also scored some bar stools for the apartment. Very nice. It's fantastic. Hi, Kirby, over on TikTok. You got a good thing from the weekend. We'd love to hear it. Very good. Rachel Zarn, good morning. Hello, Rachel. Good to see you this morning. Cindy's GT from the weekend had a great day sledding and wiener roast with the family and friends. Oh, yes, wiener roast. Oh, my gosh. Outside, I want to see that action. Where is the wiener roast? Well, they did shots. Oh, you guys still got a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. Okay, where's the wieners? There we go. That's the money shot. God, that is a lot of snow. Whew. Wow. Yeah, no, it was very brown. Even the skiff in Minot, it's just enough to piss me off. That's all. Yippers. Well, isn't that awesome? That is great. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Ruby says, switched careers. My back can't carry those kids anymore. That a girl. That's it. You get that degree and you open your own store. You open your own shop up. Quentin says, hockey is still going on in the spring. I thought it was baseball now. It is. Actually, opening day should be, when is opening day? I'm glad you mentioned that. MLB. You got to be back from Florida. Thursday, March the 26th. When is that? Holy crap. Good job, Q. Good job. Thursday is opening day. They've been in spring training, obviously, so that's pretty fantastic. And this is the real hockey season, though. In all honesty, I really don't watch a lot of hockey until now because it's playoff time. This is when it actually matters. So this is pretty fantastic. Kim Olchuk is here on Facebook. Good morning, Kim. Attended my niece's Mecca performance yesterday in Brandon. It was fantastic. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing, Kim. That is great. Zumba Bernice, GT with supper with friends, attended a baby shower, and enjoyed Women's World Curling. Actually, coming up after the break, we've got, I think it was Japan that got a little wild and crazy on the women's curling there. Did you see that? I think a lot of people were watching it. Canada actually made it to the semifinals in women's curling. And this is what you got to do right here when you're curling. Have you ever been in a tournament?
You're going to do something. Here we go.
Oh, check this out. I believe this is Japan or China. I don't. Woo, yeah, Japan. Woo. Then you do the spin. That's how you got to have that takes some talent. I'm not going to lie. You can't do that and not fall on your keister, hey? Yeah, that takes some talent right there. They were going to lose the game anyway. Shoot her down there. There you go. Oh, so close. So close. And Canada gets the win. Canada wins everything in curling. Oh, my gosh. All right, thanks for your good things, guys. We're going to take a quick beach break, and we'll be back with more in just a bit because we've got the latest out of New York including an update from some of the folks who were actually on the plane. They're speaking to the media. And so we'll have that coming up for you in just a little bit. All right, let's get our Monday underway. Let's get going, Sunseekers. Lots to talk about this morning, and we're going to get to it here. But first, some beach time. We are going to go to the Canary Islands this morning. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Southern Spain, just Grenada, the province of Grenada in southern Spain. We'll do a beach break. Be back with more in just a second here.
Seekers!
Come on now.
It's Monday. Let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together. It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together. It's Monday, let's make this week great. 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 Let's go together.
Yeah, Sunseekers. That's a beautiful beach. Oh, my gosh. Into our Monday we go. We've got a kind of a cruddy start to the week weather-wise. I'm sorry. I wish the forecast was better. I'm going to give you some hope, though. Towards the end of the week, things will improve, and we'll be in for some nice weekend weather. Well, nice is, I guess, subjective, but... we have got, oh my gosh, what a crazy morning. There's a lot going on this morning, guys. Thank you for your patience. We got a lot going on. There's a lot. I'm trying to follow there's nothing good. Hang on a second. I just need to take a breather here for a second. There's a lot going on today. Okay. One thing at a time. One little thing at a time. Tosh, we had a major plane crash last night, okay? Sweetheart, I need you to calm down, okay? I just need you to calm down. We will get to that. Thank you, Ruby. Everybody breathe, okay? Everybody breathe. -6 is where we start the day. And with our wind chill, it feels like -10. Now, weather first. Here we go. We've got a high of +3 for today. Tuesday, 2. Thursday, -10. And Friday is when we'll get very close to normal, -3 +2 on Saturday. There is the forecast. Oh, and And sorry, Janine, I unfortunately did not get your picture here, too. Here's Tosh's burger. Tosh had a big bacon burger on the weekend. Wants me to show that. There we go. There you go, Tosh. Fantastic. And Janine, I will get one of yours on there, too. She had a beautiful birthday supper of roast beef. Beautiful roast beef and asparagus. There we go. Very nice. All right. Back to what the heck is going on out there as far as what happened in New York. There are some folks that are speaking out about the crash. Again, this happened at about 11 o'clock last night at LaGuardia Airport, an Air Canada flight that was coming from Montreal to New York City. Some of the passengers are now speaking out about their experience. The plane did land successfully. It was rolling down the runway at a high rate of speed when it collided with a fire truck that was approaching another aircraft to assist. Here's what some of the folks on the plane had to say.
Fear. I mean, it was pretty shocking. I didn't know what to expect. We were honestly sleeping and then landing, and all of a sudden, boom, woke up in shock. Just didn't know what to do.
One of our friends was several rows back from us, and we walked past him on the way out because he was trying to find his glasses, and his nose was totally broken, bleeding on his face. A lot of people smacked their head against the seat in front of them.
My flight yesterday was supposed to be at, what time is our flight? 6. We didn't make it through TSA. Stayed all night in the airport, had a 6 a.m. flight that got canceled because of the accident. So, and because it was a fatality, I got transferred to another airport. So I'm trying to make it to a shuttle to get to the other airport.
Officials say the plane, which was arriving from Montreal, struck a fire truck that was on the runway, responding to another incident. 72 passengers and 4 crew members were on board that jet. Footage from the scene shows the plane's cockpit was crushed, debris hanging from the nose of the plane as well. Officials say 41 people were initially taken to hospital, including 2 people inside of that truck. Most have been released, but 9 remain in hospital.
The air traffic controller who was working at the time has already...
with serious injury.
He has been heard saying, oh my God, this is my fault. This is terrible. This is my fault. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on in air traffic control when they're trying to land these airplanes. He says, oh my God, I messed up. Just to give you some indication, you can see what is happening on this as I play here.
United 2384. We have an odor on the plane as well here at this time.
This is how it all started, an odor on a United flight.
Okay, do you know what gate it is? What lane are you going with them?
Negative.
It's really stinky on our plane, but it gets rather serious because people start getting sick.
That's a sewer smell, Brickyard 5795. We smelled that too going around the terminal there right before you get to Echo.
5795, thank you. Brickyard 5795, cross my Fort Echo and turn right on Double Charlie.
All right, crossing 4 on Echo and then right Double Charlie, Brickyard 5795.
And Brickyard 795, you could just follow the, actually, when you're on Double Charlie...
See if you can follow along this. It's happening so fast. The air traffic controller is trying to get the United flight back to the gate.
That's on top of the American one.
All right, so we're behind the Pilatus, and then eventually we'll end up behind the American Embraer Brickyard 5795.
Thank you. I don't know if you can see him. He's parallel with you on Papa.
Yeah, we got him.
United 2384, is this odor like a smoke odor? Like as if it's a fire?
No, that was a weird odor. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but we can't get a hold of anyone at Ops for a gate assignment.
Can't get any. Okay, all right, roger that. I'll give him a call.
Seems like the odor's dissipated, but yeah, we double reject for an anti-ice issue, and then we had a small odor there as we exited.
Or they'd like to go back to the ramp. They got like some kind of odor, and do you have a lane for them, and what gate?
Oxford?
No, this is LaGuardia Tower. Hello?
LaGuardia Power?
Yeah, I got a United 2384 here boarded. and he wants to go back to the ramp, but he can't get in touch with the LGP ramp.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I see him over there. Hang on 1 second.
Okay, thanks. How you doing? This is LaGuardia Tower. I'd like, we have United 2384 that aborted his takeoff, and he said he's requesting to get back to the gate because he's got like some odor and he's requesting fire. Do you guys have a gate for him? You don't have a gate for him?
And here's the truck that's going to go out there
the
now.
airline would have to tow off and go to a hard stand to give them a gate. I'm going to get a hold of them.
Okay, all right, roger that, thanks. United 2384, I just got off the phone with your ramp there. They don't have a gate for you, so is this an emergency now? Is it still an emergency? United 2384?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with your ramp there. They don't have a gate for you. So you still need us to send fire there?
Yeah, because there's still an odor in the back.
Okay, roger that. United 2384, do you guys plan on evacuating at all?
Negative.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to put you in a better spot here.
So the emergency is happening, but it's not enough to evacuate. It's just, it's a bad smell.
Make the left turn on Kilo, and then right on Alpha, short of Echo.
Kilo Alpha, short of Echo, United 2384.
So as this United flight is trying to come back to the gate, a fire truck goes out to meet them.
Via Zulu Alpha.
All right, lane 8, Zulu Alpha.
And it's the fire truck that gets hit.
Right turn on Alpha for United. Right turn on Alpha.
Right turn Alpha for Frontier Flight 3454.
Negative for United 2384.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted you to make a right turn on Alpha, but that's fine. You can just stay over there, Alpha short of lane 8, and we'll have the guys go over there.
So much time here because there's still a bit of an odor in the back of the airplane.
I understand. I'm trying to find a gate for you.
Yep.
Frontier 3454, you going in or what?
LaGuardia ground. Good evening, Frontier Flight 4195. 7 Alpha, short of. We're short of the taxiway. We're information. India, ready taxi.
Frontier 4195, 13 left Alpha.
So the Air Canada flight is on final approach now. It's coming in and it's going to land. You'll see it land on the top of the screen.
3474, move up on Bravo. Hold short of Zulu for me, please. Up on Bravo, short of Zulu, Brickyard 3474.
And 2384, do you have a gate available at this time? Otherwise, we will be probably requesting air stairs.
Give me 1 second.
2384.
Still no gate for the United flight. Air stairs are where they roll them up to the side of the plane.
And 2384 is cleared in lane 8 for 41.
2384, proceed to ramp.
Proceed in.
Sorry, truck 1. Stop, truck 1, stop.
4195, we're staying here.
Vehicle 98. So 2603, runway 3000, go to approach 20.8 now. South 3988, cross 13 Romeo, left at Papa.
See, the Air Canada flight has landed. They're telling the truck, stop.
3988, cross 13 Romeo, left at Papa. 2603, 20.8, they're looking for you. Okay. Frontier 4195, you copy that?
Negative, we're holding here.
All right, there's an incident on the field.
Yeah, we saw it
now. Just stand by.
Ground southwest, 3988 is on Papa Gate.
There's an incident on the field, and the incident is the Air Canada flight that hit the truck.
Hey, LaGuardia Ground United,
And
23.
2 pilots were killed in the incident, and dozens of people were sent to hospital. The National Transportation Safety Board is on site now, and they'll be doing an investigation into what happened. The airport is closed until 2 o'clock local time this afternoon. As the sun comes up, this is the live scene at the airport, where the plane is obviously still sitting on the tarmac. The front end is completely smashed. And people obviously very, very traumatized by the situation. Lots of apparently broken noses and bleeding noses and whiplash and stuff, and not good at all. However, when things like this happen, I'm always quick to say that, flying in an airplane is still the safest way to travel anywhere. It is still the safest way to go. And again, the fatalities involved were the 2 people at the very front of the airplane on a collision that occurred after the landing. All passengers survived this crash. There is some serious injuries. There's 9 people that are dealing with some very serious injuries this morning. But the vast majority of the folks on the plane not only survived, there are many, especially the ones at the back, simply walked away with, injuries that will not be physical. Undoubtedly, they'll be more emotional than anything. But Obviously, our thoughts are with the folks at Air Canada and their families, and we're still waiting to see if anybody from Manitoba was on that flight. Again, it landed about 11 o'clock Manitoba time in New York last night and was headed from Montreal to LaGuardia. Praying for everybody involved today. Respect where it's due. The 2 fatalities were the people doing their best to keep the passengers safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, the investigation will likely show that it probably could have been a lot worse. They probably did absolutely everything they could to stop that airplane. But it wasn't enough. Sad way. So sad to start the week. And anyway, we will continue to follow that. And any developments will be sure to keep you updated. All right. Yellow Jacket says, sad. This is so sad. Condolences to the families. Tosh saying, praying for all the passengers that were involved. Without fail. It is National Chip and Dip Day today. National Chip and Dip Day. So one of the things I was asking was this. Are you into the nachos and the salsa, or the chips and the dip? This is probably the hardest question ever asked in the realm of food questions. Chip and Dip Day. And is there nachos and salsa really chip and dip? I think they are. Tosh says Tostitos rounds dipped in salsa and sour cream. Chad is in for the nachos, too, the tacos. Mary says Ripple chips with Philadelphia herb and spice dip. Cindy's also a chip and dip person, the one on the right. Sean says the right side, definitely. Sharon says yes to all. No, you can't do that. You must pick. You must pick left or right. See, this is what makes it such a painful question. Because we love both. We want both. When we're at the party, we're going to have a little column A and a little column B, and we're going to have a beverage, and we're going to have a good time. But when you have to pick just one for the rest of your life, you can never have the other one again. You are banned from having the other side. You go, oh, no, I can't make that choice. It's too hard. It's too hard to make that choice. Please don't make. So, Sharon, your answer does not count. You cannot say yes to all. You cannot. Zumba Bernice says chips and dip, which technically they both are, but I'm assuming you're saying the right side. Cheryl is also saying chips and dip on Chip and Dip Day, also the right side, I'm assuming. If I could not have one again, I would probably pick the left, and I would cry. Because I also love them both. That's what makes this question so awesome. But you know why? Pico. Pico is one of my favorite foods on the planet. And even though I love chips and dip, and I like Dean's dip, that's a big green container. It's like $2 in North Dakota. You can get half a gallon of it. I don't even know if there's actual dairy in it. But it's cheap and it's good. And I eat it by the gallon, and I scoop. I'm not a dipper. I'm a scooper. I put it in there, and there's like 5 tablespoons of sour cream on my chips. So there's no doubt I love potato chips and sour cream dip. However, as I age, I need to get healthier. I need to make some small choices. So if I had to be banned from one of these products, I would go with Pico, because Pico is one of my favorite foods, and it's good for you. However, I wonder, between the corn chips and the potato chips, which one is healthier? They're both good on the campfire. They both go and light up the campfire. Ruby's also in for the chips and dip, the sour cream variety, and doesn't like the chunks in the salsa. Oh, that's what I'm here for. That's what Pico is. Pico is just the chunks. Quentin says, isn't Pico just fresh salsa? That is correct. Not as watery generally. It is, like Ruby had alluded to, it's chunkier. And I love it. Chunks of onion and chunks of tomato. Ruby's the opposite. She wants you want a tomato milkshake. It's what you get at the Mexican restaurants when they give you free chips and salsa. It's like pureed. Ooh, no, I'm not too big on that. Quentin believes that the corn is slightly healthier. Well, you can probably get baked in both varieties. Probably a bit more fiber in the corn, especially if you get those high fiber chippies. Tracy wants the chips and dip. So overwhelmingly, I think on Chip and Dip Day, Nachos had a valiant try. Tacos had a valiant try, but they're not going to come close. Ashley has chimed in too. Ripple chips with herb and spice dip. Everybody likes that Philadelphia dip. What about the dip we make in Brandon? We make a Brandon dip too, don't we? What the heck is it called? Holy dip or dipshit or what is it called? I tried it one time. It was okay. I'm a Philadelphia guy too. I like the herb and spice as well. I have a lot of family members who have a dill pickle addiction, the Philadelphia dill pickle dip addiction. Cindy says, I make a killer garlic dip. Cream cheese, sour cream, 2 to 3 garlic cloves grated. Polar Bear likes chunky salsa. Attaboy. We'll get chunky with the chunky salsa. You know, Cindy is phenomenal at making anything food related. But Cindy, I would have to disagree with you. I think the best dip mix on planet Earth, the best dip recipe on planet Earth, you are about to hear it, and you can use this anytime you want. It's so easy. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take a container of sour cream, and then you are going to simply add this to your sour cream, and ta-da, you are good to go. You have the greatest dip ever created. Now, don't eat it right away because it's gonna be a little crunchy. Don't take my word for it. Try it. Take a container of sour cream and one paper envelope of the Lipton onion soup mix and just dump it in. Stir it into your sour cream. Put it in the fridge. Give it 2 hours. It'll be hard to do because it smells so good. It smells so good. Then you will go back to the fridge, and then you'll give it one more stir. It'll be nice and cold and chilled, and all the beautiful onion soup will get all permeated into the sour cream. And then you will give it one final stir, just to make sure all those chunks get all nice and soggy in your dip. And then you will go in. You will take a scoop, and it will be heaven on earth. It's the greatest dip recipe known to man. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cindy says, thanks, but you haven't tried mine yet. Well, I don't think so. I've tried all dips around the world. Nothing beats Lipton onion soup mix and sour cream. It is the greatest dip known to mankind, and now that recipe is yours. I give it to you as my gift to you, Sunseekers. Go forth and make this dip. Tyler, add cream cheese to it. Next level. I don't believe I need to. I might try it. But the cream cheese is always hard and gets a little clumpy. Guess I'd have to. It's too much. I like the fewer ingredients in a recipe, the better. And it doesn't get any better than 2 ingredients. However, maybe I'll try the cream cheese when I'm feeling wild and crazy and adventurous. But the chips and dip win. It's also National Puppy Day. We'll take a look at some puppies coming up in the next hour of the show. Continue to share them on the Facebook page. That's fantastic. Lots of puppies. Now, not just dogs. Don't just be putting pictures of your dogs on the page. It's got to be puppies. You know what that means, right? The first picture of your dog, like minis, babies, when it was swaddling. It's a swaddling puppy, just as a wee little puppy in a little blanket, and you brought him home for the first time. That's a puppy. So looking forward to your pumpy pictures coming up. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC certified service. Having a hard time stopping? Get those brakes checked. Making weird squeaking noises? Maybe you get your brakes checked. How about a free brake inspection? Yes. Go to Murray's, roll on in there. Can you check my brakes for me? They'll do that lickety-split for you. And not only that, you can get up to $120 in instant savings on GM genuine parts, brake pads, and rotors. And a 30-day price match guarantee on brakes. 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Roll Up the Rim is done for another year. We'll be looking forward to hearing how many folks won some prizes in our area. And in the meantime, everyone's a winner with the $8.99 meal deal happening at Tim Hortons. Oh, yeah, get yourself one of those beautiful wraps. They're filled with crispy chicken or roasted chicken, fresh veggies. They come with the potato wedges and an ice cold Coca-Cola product for $8.99 for a limited time. It's the dinner deal on at Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Mooseman. And our friends at Skydancer, once again, thanks for an incredible weekend. At the Frontman, looking forward to the next big show, which is Gretchen Wilson. This seems like so far away. July the 3rd. Gretchen Wilson. This will be an outdoor show at Skydancer. Gates open at 8. Concert is at 9. First outdoor show 2026, July the 3rd, which is a Friday. Tickets here are just $50 each. Redneck Woman here for the party, all jacked up, all the hits, coming to Skydancer. Visit the website, skydancercasino.com. If you happen to be down there, check out the Players Club, where you can get your tickets for the show. Okay, so the price of gas jumped again on the weekend, and it has jumped in Winnipeg. This is a live shot of GasBuddy.com. This is where I get all my stuff from for prices on GasBuddy. Cheapest gas you're going to find in Winnipeg will cost you about $1.51 at a place called Canco on Isabel Street. But as you can see here, there are multiple locations where the price of gas has jumped over the weekend to $1.72.9. Now, thankfully, that has not come to Brandon, at least the last time I checked. Here's what's going on in the Wheat City. Of course, Wayway is almost always leading the way as far as price goes. You're paying about $1.50 in Brandon. Last check, $1.62.9 was the highest we would pay. Yeah, that's so we haven't seen the 70s yet, but it is getting up there. They're saying that we could get close to $2 by May long weekend should things not calm down in the Middle East. And this is rather concerning, because in other countries, they're already issuing guidance to their citizens. Australians urged to work from home and drive slower to save fuel. There is growing concern that this might not be just a bump in the road, but a full-blown energy crisis that we haven't seen since the 70s, where they started rationing gas. And Gen Xers and anybody younger than Gen Xers don't know what that means. That means you're only allowed to buy a certain amount of gas when you fill up at the gas station. Could that be coming? The government of Australia has asked people to work from home where possible because of the conflict in the Middle East. Recommendations come as the energy minister flags further potential releases from stockpiles after dozens of service stations on the island country ran out of fuel on the weekend. Now, thankfully, we haven't run out of fuel here in Canada. In fact, I put a big well in the backyard, and it's pumping now. Something black is coming out from the ground. It's actually more brown. It's got a weird smell like eggs, but I think it's brown oil. Brown oil from... or I've hit a sewage pipe. I don't know. One of the two. It's probably the latter. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is, but from the department of it could always be worse. You should see what they're paying for gas in BC. Oh, do you know people in BC? If you do, you probably already know. They've been complaining about it on your social media. We're going to check in on that next hour. Quentin says it generally goes up around May long regardless. Well, and we've got the gas, not the gas tax, carbon tax goes in April the 1st, so we'll see an 8-cent jump regardless on April 1. So that would take it to $1.70 at some stations, like if nothing changes. Then, like Quentin says, you've got the May long weekend jump, and then, those poor people in BC, it's insane what they're paying there. Anyway, we're going to move over to Twitch for hour 2 of the show. Thank you, folks on TikTok, X, YouTube, Facebook for being here. For being here. Kind of a busy, dark morning. I apologize. We'll have better news to start the day tomorrow. I promise. It'll be a much better day tomorrow. Thank you for being here for hour 1. We're moving over to Twitch for hour 2. You can lurk in, which means that you can watch the show, listen to the show on the website, TylerGlenShow.com, but comment, you got to be logged into Twitch and have an account there, okay? Twitch.tv/TylerGlenShow. Thank you, X and TikTok. You guys have a great day. Thank you, YouTube. Have a great day. Be safe. Happy Monday.